Next one, like I said, it's a statement still from C4 Blaster. It says, no question, but advice. Don't lose your cool in the park. Being angry sometimes makes one behave in a negative manner.
Depends on what he perceives as negative, but I will take that on humbly, because you know what? That's like one of the things that I try and challenge myself with. I see that. You don't want to but I have to fight that battle. That's my personality. At a certain point, you have to draw the line and say, look, how much are you going to conform to get what? Like for me, it's like, yeah, compose yourself in a debate. Cool, I get that. But what is the end result of the debate? Because if I'm studying, if I'm running to get a gold medal because that gold medal is going to bring me £200,000, then I know what I'm training for. If I'm just training to prove that a man's thing is wrong and that my thing is right, I'm not sure that I should be spending my energy on that. So really and truly, the fact that you see me getting pissed and rear is actually a fact that should tell me I should lock off. But yeah, I'm passionate, man. I get sucked into things. I can't have a man trying to make me look like a little man, like he's like in the heat of the moment. You're chatting bare rubbish, and I'm making sense, and we're arguing. It's what happens. Humans argue, innit? If you want to be a champion of the best way to debate and best way to argue, go ahead, make my day. Go do your thing. I won't even watch your thing. Like sitting there watching debates, bruv. Go out and change the world, bruv. Do something. I'm out there talking to man, interacting. You're on a watching thing. Forget the watching thing then, innit? If you want to judge, man, I don't know what to say, fam. I'm going to respond the way. I'm not going to apologise.
I think it was a judgment, but I don't think it was a judgment in the sense of...
He said it's negative. He's saying it may have come across negative.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying I don't think it was a judgment in the sense of he's trying to put you down on that.
Yeah.
I feel like you said, it was advice, innit? I feel, to me, from what I got that, like I might even said it, is because it looked like he was offering his objective opinion, or his subjective opinion.
Yeah.
With the intention that you may take it on and consider it even.
So he's telling. So let's break it down. Ask the question again. Let's break this down. What he's offering me.
It's not a question, but advice. What he says it there, it's advice, innit? Don't lose your cool in the park. Being angry sometimes makes one behave in a negative manner.
All right, cool. So like I said, it depends on what he perceives as negative, but I take on board the fact that losing your cool in the park is not good. But you know what, fam? Sometimes you have to lose your cool, car. When you're surrounded by zombies, you have to scream at them, wake up! Like you have to show some passion. These men are lifeless unless it's to do with football or some next thing. You get me? When it comes to blindly banging on about their religion, they're on it. When it comes to actually doing anything or changing anything, they're not doing. The same man will scream, rah, 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 and then when there's issues to be addressed, they're silent. So like, you know what? It's better off that everyone just do their own thing. So if you want to get vexed, get vexed. I'll celebrate. I've seen bare man get vexed and I don't tell them don't get vexed. I'm like, yeah, you banded him up. Yeah, man was an idiot. He was chatting shit. That's real life. You get me? Sometimes man forget bad up. Sometimes man have to lose their cool. Sometimes man have to learn a lesson and humble himself. Sometimes you see a man argue and then we bring him in a circle and then they squash their beef, shaking hands, standing side by side. That's what we do. Conflict resolution. So we can argue. You get me? We can argue. Conflicts, this ain't no fairy tale, no kumbayarism. But at the end of the day, where's the most of your energy going? If it's to solving things and fixing things, then I rate you. If it's to judging the next man and saying, this man lost his cool and that man, bro, blood, honestly, fam, you ain't gonna, me and you are not going to heaven or hell hand in hand. So you need to focus on your life and how you live in it. And that's not a message to C4 Blaster, that's just to people in general, bruv. Because people are pussies nowadays as well. They can't have an argument, they can't have no kind of conflict. Bare PC thing and the PC thing gone mad until you ain't got no rights. You're like sheep. You get me? The next time I see a black man raise up his voice and you think it's something big, ain't nothing, bruv. I never wild out down there. Okay. No one ain't never see me bug out or lose my control. Come on, man, that's a different thing. And we don't do them things there. We don't lose control. Sometimes you have to show man though, like, show man your teeth, cause man feel like they can disrespect you and add to disrespecting you in the culture. So like, times where they see me lose my cool, like what? Okay, that time when that brother came and he wanted to climb on my shoulders and invade my personal space. I pushed him away from me, innit? Like, don't touch me, cool. I never slap him and box him, I did nothing. If that's what you call losing your cool and call that negative, that's cool, but that's a man's response to having his personal space encroached upon. Yeah. Like, to that degree.
Yeah.
That's standard. When else have I lost my cool?
Oh no.
And what is your cool? Why are you so concentrated on being the cool, bro? Forget about the message, bro. Forget about the messenger. Deal with the message, you get me? Forget about car. At any time have I ever gone down there and chatted shit? Or lied? Nah. Have I always been fair? Yeah. Have I always been speaking up for the man them and for the people for rights and freedom against the system? Yeah. So what if I shouted? What do you want? If you want don't watch me then, innit? I shout, I get passionate, I got a heart, I'm alive. I got a brain, I think for myself, I get pissed off, I'm happy. Human being, bruv. Nothing you like you're living your life through some lens thing or some camera selfie thing, and you don't even know who you are. I know who I am, so I own myself. You get me? So yeah, man can't even tell me not to lose my cool. And you look at the world today. What do you mean, fam? Why are you cool? Why are you cool? That's what I want to ask now. Why are people cool? What are you lot all cool about? Can't you see stuff is going on? You lot don't feel no way, bro.
Yeah, you still.
Try to make the healthy man seem sick, you know. That's what they do.
See, but that's how come I like asking you questions though, fam, because you give your approach and put it in a perspective where I might even thought about it like that.
Trust me,
I
man.
like that still.
They're always trying to subdue me. Oh, if he calm down. Yeah, if he calm down, what? I'm not trying to be a politician. I'm not representing for you. I'm representing for me. This is me doing I'm doing I. So are you doing you? Or are you trying to do I and live through me? And like, what are you doing? You get me? What is anyone out here doing? This is what, fam, I can't wait to release some music as well. Really, I feel like expressing myself through music is the sweetest way to try and get my point across. And the beauty of it is now man makes music, man don't even care if no one listens. It's literally therapy for yourself. I understand it's all inward. We need to start being more inward. I think that's what the message of this whole thing is. Inner standing, inner space. You feel me? You need to understand yourself, because we're too much. Even all these asking questions, I was expecting better questions, you know, like questions. I just expected some better shit, man. People ask some corny things, bro, man, and they just say some corny shit. Telling a man like Jedi to calm down, car. If you're not calm down, it's negative. What's wrong with negative? When you're negative, you negate. You negate things. When you're positive, you pose. To pose is to stand up. I'm not a man that's standing up to pose. So you can be positive. And I can negate and be negative because I'm a negus. I don't know what you lot are on, bruv. You lot are on some fam, a world full of wimps and scared people. They're scared of us. They're scared of intelligent black men. They're scared of us. If I dare to call myself black, because I might change my mind tomorrow, because I don't care about the name. Furthermore, I don't even care about the color. I'm a human being and I want to be free. That's it. That's what I told you. It feels like life right now is just about trying to fight for freedom. There must have been a time where life was about just living and being, because you're already free. But not saying that man's not free, but it's like you got to fight for the right to even believe that you're free. Because you know they say freedom's a state of mind, yeah? I want that state of mind. And when I look around, I find it hard to fool myself and pretend like, yeah, man's just free. You get me? I'm not there yet. And the man them that are there, give thanks, man. Give thanks, bro. That's some kind of internal peace. I feel like something's broken with you if you're in peace with all of this going on. This ain't peace, bro. This is chaos, bro. We have to have balance. I know there's always chaos and cosmos in it. I know there's always balance in it. But for what I see, I feel an imbalance. So
You saying we need more anger?
More
anger.
You need more anything, more feeling. Like you can call it anger, but I feel like we will give anger a certain connotation. It's got a certain feel to it because of the way it's propagated. But for me, if I'm on the floor getting juke up by bare racist man and they're trying to brought me up and whatnot, I'd rather an angry man come over. A man got angered, yeah. I see my dog, yeah. I'd rather my dog was angered that you intruded in my yard while I was asleep than curious or just a bit bothered, a bit irritated, a bit annoyed. Oh, I might do a comment about it, like, dear burglar, why? Nah, fam, you need anger. You need a genuine response. Yeah, maybe you have to go through some kind of training so you know how to channel the anger and use it so it don't cloud you, because we know anger can cloud you and whatnot. You get me? You don't want your judgment. You don't want to lose your judgment, but sometimes I think judging things and thinking too much and not using your gut instinct, not being in tune with your eye, with yourself, is the problem. We're overthinking things when we should just be doing what's instinctual. Because we do it already, you know. You just have to find, when you're born, the nipple just has to get presented to you and bam, you're on it. Not no big 2-week course training, nothing. Bam, food, on it. It's nature, innit? You know? That's all we need to do, man. Get back to nature. All that waffle is just to say we need to get back to nature. This synthetic way of life, and it's devilment, bruv. That's what it is. But people don't want to believe me.
You saying you got more faith? You got more faith in human behavior when we run off an instinct.
Yeah, man. But actually, what is natural instinct, and what it can, you know what? Our thing has been so subverted. I'd be a fool if I sat here and told you I knew exactly what nature even looked like. Because it's all through the eyes of screens and, you know, I ain't been in nature long enough. I ain't gonna live out in the wilderness to really connect with the earth, to really tell you exactly what's going on. And I got an inkling, you get me? I know that I'm drawn towards greenery and life, and I know, but it is where it is, man. Everyone's got their journey. I mean, I'll just speak for myself, like I said, man. And if there's like-minded people, we can link up, sync up. You get me? Have a think up. 2 million man drink up.
All right, then.
You get me?
You see?
Need a slave ship to sync up.
That was big.
Yeah.
Man, if I ask them questions, something gets it out, man. You get me?
Yeah, man. I hear you still, man. I just on a rant thing now. Come, man.
That's big. All right, cool. Next one. Next one's a long one still.